welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to show you how I got this festival look right here. So I have used some glitter and some gems and some little flowers. So I also picked up the BYS Festival Eyeshadow Palette. So it is just a whole bunch of beautiful colours, and I mainly stuck with the pink and the blue for this look. So if you would like to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. So I'm just going to start out with my brows, and I'm just going to use my Australis Browz Eyebrow Perfecting Kit, and I'm just going to take the darkest shade on my Morphe R44 brush and just fill in my brows like I normally would. I'm just taking a bit of that middle powder and I'm just running that through the brows as well. And because this is a festival look, I do want my brows to be quite bold and defined. Okay, so to clean the brows up and carve them out underneath, I'm just going to take my e.l.f. concealer in the shade Light Beige. So I'm just going to start by running that under my brow, and then just on a flat shader brush, just blend that in and clean them up. Just going to take a little bit more on the lid just to conceal any discoloration and prep the eyes for eyeshadow. Okay, so I was in Kmart the other day, and for anyone who knows me, when am I not in Kmart, and I saw that BYS had this festival palette, and I thought, what a perfect palette to pick up as I was wanting to film a festival look. So many bright, beautiful colours. I might just swatch a few actually. Oh my god, look at that. That is amazing. This only cost me $10. I managed to pick the palette up for $10, so that is pretty good. So I'm thinking I might go for maybe something blue and maybe a bit of pink in there as well, because I did also pick up the face gems in a blue, and I also got these gem flowers as well. So I got some blue ones and some white shimmery ones. So I think I'll definitely go in with the blue. And I also picked up, I have gone a little bit crazy with all the festival stuff, but I did pick up these shimmers as well. These are from BYS. So you've got a smaller round glitter, and then this is sort of like a diamond shaped glitter as well. So they're in a really nice teal colour. And then I have also got my silver ones here as well, which I will also utilise. So let's jump straight in. I'm so excited to use this palette. So I'm first going to start out with this light blue shade just here, and I'm just going to run that all through my crease. I've never really worked with full-on blue shadow before. I did a silver and blue eye look previously, which I'll link down below, but that was just using the Australis Kaleidoscope palette, so I didn't have a decent selection of blues, where in this palette I do. So I'm quite excited to see how it's going to turn out, as I have never worked with blue before, so wish me luck. So I'm just going to buff that through the crease as our transition shade. So I'm just going to take the next shade down, which is the blue underneath the first one that we used, And just blending that just through the crease, but I'm not going to bring it up as high. Just want to get a bit more definition and depth in the crease. Deepen up that blue a bit more. I'm just going to go back in with that first fluffy blending brush and just blend out those lines. And then taking that next blue shade, just the darker blue, and I'm just going to pack this all over the lid. Oh, look at that. It's amazing. Can you see that right now? Look at the pigment. I can't believe this was only $10. Look at that. I'm just going to pack that all over the lid and go back in and just blend it through that crease. I might just take that green shade just there and I'm going to pop that through the crease as well. Just to again deepen that and give it a bit more definition. And if you're going to a festival, you can use every colour in the rainbow if you wanted to. There's no right or wrong with festival makeup, it's just being creative, putting whatever colours together you want to use. So again, just packing that lid shade on and then going in and blending that crease out. I think that green has just added a bit more definition and colour to it. I'm not too worried about the blue shadow on the lid being perfect, as I am going to pop glitter on top. So this is just a base. So back in with that blending brush once again. Okay, so now time for my favourite part. So I'm going to go in with the BYS glitter. These two are just in the shade teal, so they just came in a pack of two. So I'm going to take the finer glitter. It's all over my desk. I'm going to be finding glitter for months. It's going to go everywhere. So I'm going to take the glitter primer that it comes with. Just going to pop some on the back of my hand. Just take that on a flat shadow brush. And I'm just going to focus it mainly on the centre of the lid and bringing it sort of up through that crease so it's like a gradient effect that fades out. So just focusing that on the middle of the lid and just bringing it up. Dipping into that glitter. And just pressing it on. So I'm also going to mix in some of the silver one. So it's the same size and same shape, but it's got like a holographic reflect to it. So I'm going to go in with some of this one as well. Just going to go in with a bit on my finger. So I'm just going to bring that up to the eyebrow and just let the glitter fan out a little bit and not be as intense as on the lid. So I'm just going to go in with the other silver one, which is just a really fine shimmery silver, and I'm just going to take a small amount of that and just pack it over that blue. And on that same small shadow brush, I'm just going to take the lid shade that we use, that dark blue, and just intensify the outer corner and inner corner. So that is what you will be left with. I'm obviously going to clean up that line and sharpen it. I'm just going to do the glitter on this eye and then I will be back. Okay, so now that the eyes are done, I'm going to move on to the face. So I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Dewy primer and I'm just going to pop that all over my face. Okay, so for foundation, I'm going to use my Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Breathable Foundation in 200 Soft Beige. I love the applicator on this foundation. Like that little sponge tip. So I'm just going to work in sections at a time. Okay, so once we've blended that in, I'm just going to go back in with my e.l.f. concealer that we used on the lids. Just pop that under the eyes just to brighten, cover any discoloration. Just going to do one side at a time. I'm just going to add a bit of my Maybelline Master Concealer in the shade Fair Clair under my eyes as well, just to actually brighten. That concealer, e.l.f. concealer, wasn't very bright. Just to really highlight that under eye. So to set that concealer down, I'm just going to take my Rimmel Match Perfection Powder in Transparent. I'm just going to bake under the eyes. And to set the rest of my face, I am just going to go in with my Australis Fresh and Flawless Powder in the shade Deep Tan. So to contour and bronze, I'm just going to take my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette like I normally do, and take that first shade to contour the cheekbones. And then to bronze, just taking the middle shade. So I'm just going to go in and clean up that contour line with my translucent powder. So while that is baking, I'm just going to do blush, and I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Colour Icon blush in the shade Apricot in the middle. I'm just going to very lightly dust that on the cheeks and blend it backwards. Now this does have a bit of a sheen in it. I have said that before in my full face of Wet n Wild that I did. It does have a bit of shimmer in it. So just dusting that bake away. So I'm just going to do highlighter now, so I'm just going to take my MAC Prep and Prime and just prep the cheekbones. So I'm only focusing that where I'm going to put that highlighter. So going in with my Chi Chi Celestial Glow Illuminating Palette. And I'm going to mix together the first two here, so Moon and Uranus, just on a dense fan brush. I definitely going to do pink on the lower lash line, and then I might do a pink lip as well. So I'm going to go in with this first shade just here. So I'm just going to blend that from outer corner to inner corner. So once we have blended that first pink shade, I'm just going to take the hot pink just here, and I'm also just going to blend that from outer corner to inner corner. So I will just go back in with that Choo Choo palette and just take that moon shade and highlight the brow bone. I'm just going to take my L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper, and I'm just going to run that through my brows. Now that we're done with face powders, I will just set them down. So in the waterline, I'm just going to take my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Strawberry Milk, just a pink shade. And for mascara, I'm just going to go in with the Maybelline Lash Sensational. Okay, so for false lashes, I'm going to go in with the Eylure London Definition number 121 lashes. So these are just a unique lash with a full and fluffy outer edge. So they're quite fluffy and thick on that outer edge. So I'm just going to measure these up on my eyes and put them on, and then we can come back and do the fun part. Okay, so I now have my lashes on, which took me a very long time to stick on as they just would not stick. I'm just going to go in with the Australis Kaleidoscope palette, and I just want to add a bit more pink to the lower lash line. So I'm going to take this shade just here, which is called Respect. And I'm just going to deepen that up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the face jewels that I also picked up from Kmart. So I'm going to take the middle piece which goes on your forehead, and I'm going to stick that one down whole, but I might cut up some of the others for the rest of the face. I'm just going to try and center that as best I can. I'm going to take just these little small, tiny ones, the really small circle ones just here, and I'm just going to cut those off and just put them on the inner corner. Alright, so there's stuff on in the corner. I'm just going to do some lower lash line mascara. That looks a little bit better now. So I'm just going to go in with the diamond shaped teal glitter. And I'm just going to take a bit of the glitter primer, and I'm just going to pop it on my cheekbones just here. Just take some of that on my finger and just pop that on. Okay, so once that glitter is on the cheekbones, I am going to take some of those little teal flowers that I brought. Just going to pop just a small amount of eyelash glue just on the back. And just stick it on. So there's different sizes too, so you've got bigger glitter ones, smaller glitter ones, and then you have just got your plain ones as well. So there is different sizes. Just going to layer the smaller one under the bigger one. So I'm going to go in with the little white ones as well. As you can see, they've just got some tiny little shimmers on them. So I am going to go in with a few of those. I'm going to take 2 of the little white shimmer ones. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do for the gems and the flowers and all that stuff. So all that's left now is to do the lips. I was going to go in with a hot pink shade, but I thought I would just keep it nude, just so the blue and the pink really stands out on the eyes. So I'm just going to go in with the NYX Lingerie in the shade Push Up. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this festival look that I have created today. I absolutely love the way this has turned out. This is definitely my favourite video so far. I absolutely love all the colours. And the BYS Festival Palette is definitely worth the money. Like I said, it was only $10, and just from the shades that I had used, they all blended really nicely. And they have some really nice pigment to it. So this one is definitely worth getting your hands on. So if you guys enjoyed this look, then please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so you will be notified when I upload so you don't miss any. And thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you on my next one. Bye!